Good afternoon, students. In the last lecture, we have discussed down the derivation for DIF FFT algorithm. So let us discuss today. I will just revise the derivation part and again we will continue further. Just a minute. Okay. Hope a screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last lecture, we have discussed down hope you have gone through the link which I have shared for the last lecture. And let me revise that derivation part with a butterfly diagram and other further part so that we'll proceed further. So the main differences we will understand in DIT and DIF so that we can understand. So this is what the butterfly diagram for DIF FFT algorithm. So by looking at this butterfly diagram, can anyone tell me, so what is the difference in this butterfly diagram and the butterfly diagram of DIT FFT algorithm? Who will tell me? So क्या difference है this butterfly diagram and the DIT FFT butterfly diagram? This is the 8-point computation we are performing here. Yes, anybody who will tell me the difference? कोई बता सकते हैं मुझे difference? Hope my screen is visible to all. Screen दिख रहा है सब लोगों को?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in that case, as we have discussed DIT FFT butterfly diagram, and here I am just displaying you the DIF FFT butterfly diagram. This is a decimation in frequency FFT butterfly diagram we are calling. So here, the one thing is the inputs are in natural order. Inputs are in natural order, and outputs what we are going to get are in bit reversal order. The outputs what we are going to get are in the bit reversal order. So this is the main difference between the DIT FFT algorithm and the DIF FFT algorithm. So here the inputs are added in natural order, and here the outputs are getting as a bit reversal order. And the computation we are performing like 8-point, 4-point, and 2-point. And in DIT we are performing a computation like 2-point, 4-point, and 8-point. So that is the main difference between DIT FFT and DIF FFT algorithm. And also here the multipliers are added at the output side for this DIF FFT algorithm. If you are observing these multipliers, or they are added on the output side for this DIF FFT algorithm, whereas for DIT FFT algorithm we are adding the multipliers at the input side. So let us understand the main comparison here, the comparison of DIT and DIF. So here, as we know that for DIT FFT algorithm, the input is a bit reversal order and the output is natural order. This already we have seen. And DIF FFT algorithm, the input is in natural order and the output is in bit reversal order. Then the second difference what we are having is the DIT FFT multiplication is done before the addition. Means the input side we can call it is. We are having the multiplication is done before the addition, or multiplication is added before the addition, whereas in DIF FFT algorithm multiplication is done after the addition. So this is what the butterfly diagram difference is there. Like if you look at into the structure of this DIT and DIF, we have this difference. So here this is what the structure for, this is a structure for a DIT FFT structure, and this is a structure for DIF FFT algorithm. So hope you have understood the difference in DIT and DIF. In this DIT, we have inputs in bit reversal order, whereas for DIF we have inputs in natural order, and The output for this DIT FFT is in natural order, and here this is in bit reversal order. So that is the main difference. So, and here this is 2 point, 4 point, and 8 point, and this is 8 point, 4 point, and 2 point. So this is how the main difference between this DIT and DIF structures. So, and already I have taken one example related to this in the last class. So let us take some more examples. Let me take one more example here so that we can understand properly. Just a minute. Let me take out that part. So let me take one proper example here. Example for DIF FFT algorithm. Hope a screen is visible to all. Screen दिख रहा है सबको ना?
Yes, sir.
So you please note down this example and we will understand how we are performing for DIF FFT algorithm. So DIT already we have seen. So let us understand one example for DIF. So I have just uploaded this copy to the link also. You can refer there also. Just note down this example. Please note down this example. Hope screen is visible to all. Using DIF FFT algorithm, compute the DFT of the sequence. Using DIF FFT algorithm, compute the DFT of the sequence. It is given that. तो ये sequence है यहाँ पे. You have to just compute its value. Noted the question. Have you noted the question? Hello. Hello. Can anyone respond here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you please take down this diagram also. Then I will explain you like how we are performing the computation. You please take down the diagram. This is a butterfly diagram for DIF FFT algorithm, and this is what the input we are applying here. X of 0, X of 1 inputs are in natural order we are having. These inputs we are performing in natural order. And the outputs we are getting in bit reversal order. This is bit reversal order as the output. Bit reversal order. So please take down the diagram also so that we will understand the stage-wise computation. So if I want to calculate this output now, x1 of 0. So can anyone tell me x1 of 0, how we are going to calculate? Pranav, are you there? Pranav Kharath. Pranav Kharath. Rutuja. Rutuja Dhekne. So can anyone tell me how to calculate x1 of 0 here? Okay, so this is what we have written here. X1 of 0 equals to, it is just addition of x of 0 and x of 4, or else we can call it is, this is just x of 0 is added with x of 4. X of 4 is like 0 plus n by 2, right? So that means x of 0 plus x of 4, and here we have the value x of 0 is equals to 1 and x of 4 equals to, the value is 4. So total value we are getting it as 5. So likewise, we are calculating a stage 1 output here. Then similarly, like x1 of 1, x1 of 2, we are just calculating the stage 1 output up to x1 of 3, x1 of 4, x1 of 5, and x1 of 6, x1 of 7. So here, if you want to calculate the value of x1 of 1, so then here we need to check at this point. Here we are just calculating the output x1 of 1. So this line is added with this line. So that's what we are calculating here. So here x of 1 is added with x of 5. So 2 plus 2, it will be 4 again. So the value we are getting it as 4. So this is the way how we are calculating. Likewise, we have to calculate x1 of 0, x1 of 1, x1 of 2, and x1 of 3. And then if you check for the value of x1 of 4, this is very important thing here. So x1 of 4, if you want to calculate, so here, I'm just calculating at this point. So here, if I want to calculate the value at x1 of 4, then this line. So first we have to take this line. So that is, we have here x of 0 minus is there, minus x of 4. So it is like x of 0 minus x of 4. This whole bracket is multiplied with the term, this multiplier, let us call it as W80, and which is having the value 1. So this is what we are performing here to perform this x1 of 4 value. So x of 0 minus x of 4 multiplied with W80 equals to 1 minus 4. And here the value of this W80 is 1. So we are writing it is 1 minus 4 into 1. So the value we are getting it as minus 3. So that means, so this way we have to calculate the values up to x1 of 7. Okay, now let us calculate the stage 2 value, or the stage 2 computation we are going to perform with this. So for this stage 2, again, we are performing like 4-point value here. So if I want to calculate the value of x2 of 0, so then this signal is added with this signal. So that means x1 of 0 plus x1 of 2. x1 of 0 plus x1 of 2. So likewise, we are just performing here the stage 2 computation, x1 of 0 plus x1 of 2. Then x1 of 2 is equals to x1 of 1 plus x1 of 3. x2 of 2 is equals to x1 of 0, x1 of 2, and just by substituting these values, what it is given in the question, sorry, what the output of stage 1 we have got. So with that, we are just calculating this stage 2 result, or the stage 2 computation we are performing. So likewise, we are performing for all the values up to 7. Then at the end, we are performing the stage 3 computation with the input of stage 2. So x of 0 equals to, we got it is x2 of 0 plus x2 of 1, which is equals to 11 again it is. So then this is what the final output we are having in bit reversal order, bit reversal form it is. So that you have to remember very carefully. Then x of 4 will be equals to again x2 of 0 minus x2 of 1 multiplied with w2 to the power 0. So we'll get it as minus 5. So likewise, we are performing all the values here so that we will understand. We will get the final answer like x of 0, x of 4, x of 2, x of 6, x of 1, x of 5, x of 3, and x of 7. So this is what the answer which we have got as per the bit reversal order. But while writing the final answer, we should write it in the actual format. It is like x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3. Likewise, we have to write up to x of 7. This is what a representation of DIF FFT output, we can call it as DIF FFT output. Okay. So this is how we are writing the final answer for all the examples. You have to remember very carefully. So how to write the final answer. So the output we are getting from the butterfly diagram is in bit reversal order. But while writing the answers, final answer, we have to write it in a actual natural order part. So that is very important part. So this is how about the example on DIF FFT algorithm. And in last lecture, I have taken this example also. So this is all about DIF FFT algorithm. And today we will discuss about the one more diagram or one more point. So that we are calling it as Gorgel algorithm. So here we have discussed the values. The title is Gorgel algorithm. It is like we have the title for the further part is Gorgel algorithm. GOERTZEL Gorgel algorithm. It is algorithm. So in this, the main application of this is, as we wanted to find the frequency at a particular point. So there we can use this algorithm. But till now we have used the DIT and DIF to perform or to calculate the values from 0 to 7 or 0 to n-1. But here in this Gorgel algorithm, we are calculating the values at a particular value of k. So that means at a k value or at the fixed value we can calculate. So that is what the advantage with this. As we know that the definition of DFT is what again? As we know that x of k is equals to summation. If you take like m equals to 0 to n-1 x of m into omega n to the power km, we can write omega n to the power km. Now, if we multiply this equation with the value of wn to the power kn, wn to the power minus kn, then there is no any change in the result. So if I multiply this with the value wn to the power minus kn, then the result does not affect on this part because its value will be 1 again. So this can be written as, this will be equals to, I can write it as summation m is equals to 0 to n-1, m equals to 0 to n-1, x of m into wn to the power minus k. I'm just taking it as a common term. In bracket, we will write n minus m. Write it as n minus m. So then, as we know that this is wn to the power minus k n minus m. As we know that how to calculate the response of the particular system. If we have a response, let us call it as our impulse response, we can call it. This is what a system we are having. This is an LTI system with a unit sample response, we can call it. It is like hk of n is equals to hk of n is equals to, let me write it here, hk of n equals to wn to the power minus kn into u of n. This is what we are calling it as unit sample response. So for which, if we have an input as x of n, then its output will be, we can call it as yk of n, yk of n. Then according to the formula of linear convolution, if here k is a fixed value, or if the k value is a constant, we can call. If the k is constant, and according to the formula of linear convolution, we can write it as yk of n is equals to summation m equals to minus infinity to infinity, x of m into hk of n minus m, or by putting the value of this hk of n, this we can write it as summation m equals to minus infinity to infinity, x of m into this value, we are writing it as wk to the power minus kn into u of n. And if I wanted to make the value of this as 1, or as we have the value of x of m is present for the limit 0 less than or equals to m and less than or equals to n minus 1. So for that purpose, we are writing the value of this yk of n will be equals to summation m equals to 0 to n minus 1, x of m into, here this value is n minus m is there. Okay, x of m into wn to the power minus k n minus m, Then here, if we evaluate this value for n minus m greater than or equals to 0, then we can write the value at, yk of n at n equals to small n equals to capital N. Then the above equation becomes, yk of n at small n equals to capital N, which will be equals to summation m equals to 0 to n minus 1, x of m into wn to the power minus k into n minus m, or by comparing this with equation 1, and let us call this is equation 2. Then we can write the value as x of k is equals to yk of n at n equals to capital N. So this is what the condition we are having, or this is what the formula we are having for performing the Gorjal algorithm computation. So then here, this we know that if I want to write it in terms of the filter format or filter impulse response, then I can write it as hk of z is equals to 1 divided by 1 minus wn to the power minus k into z inverse. So this is in terms of the transfer function, or this is in terms of the response, we can call it. This is filter response of the hk of n. So here this omega k, or as we know that the omega k is equals to, we are just evaluating it as the value 2 pi k by n. So this is how the derivation, or this is how the equation for the Gorjal algorithm. And with this, we can solve one example related to this so that we can understand how we are evaluating the values for this Gorjal algorithm. So let us understand the example. First, note down the example for the sequence x of n. Let me write a question here for the sequence x of n. Example on Gorjal algorithm. For the sequence x of n. For the sequence x of n, we can, this sequence is 2 0 2 0. Determine x of 2. That means at k equals to 2, we are just evaluating the value here using Gorjal algorithm. Gorjal algorithm. GOER TZEL, Gorjal algorithm. Assume initial conditions are 0. Assume initial conditions are 0. Assume initial conditions are 0. Initial conditions are 0. So this is what a question we are having. Now let us solve this. Let us understand how to solve this question solution. So while solving a Gorjal algorithm, so we know the statement for this Gorjal algorithm is xk is equals to yk of n at the value of small n equals to capital N. Here from the question, we can write the value of k is equals to 2 and capital N equals to 4. So that means we can write, therefore, x of 2 is equals to, we will write y2 of 4. X of 2 equals to y2 of 4, and we know the equation yk of n minus wn to the power minus k into yk of n minus 1 is equals to x of n, or else this we can write simply, this we can write the value by substituting the k values here. Now we can write it is y2 of n minus W4, because n value is 4, to the power minus 2 y2 of n minus 1 is equals to x of n. Now let us calculate its value. Let us calculate its value as, so as we know that the value of this W4 to the power minus 2 will be equals to minus 1. So that means we'll get y2 of n plus y2 of n minus 1 is equals to y2 of n plus y2 of n minus 1 is equals to, we'll write it as x of n. So therefore we can calculate the value of this y2 of n is equals to x of n minus y2 of n minus 1. Now by substituting the values of n here, so at n equals to 0, so first at n equals to 0, we will write at n equals to 0, we will write y2 of 0 is equals to x of 0 minus y2 of minus 1. So as we have taken initial condition as 0 in the equation or in the given question, so we can put this value as 0. So y2 of 0 is equals to x of 0, and we know the value of x of 0. So that is 2. Likewise, at n equals to 1, we can calculate y2 of 1 is equals to x of 1 minus y2 of 1 minus 1 is going to be 0. So this will be equals to x of 1 value is 0 minus y2 of 0 value we have calculated in the first stage. So it's going to be 2. So which will be equals to minus 2. Then further we can calculate the further values. So here we can calculate the further values. Let me write the further values here. So here at n equals to 2, we can write at n equals to 2, we are going to get y2 of 2 is equals to we have x of 2 minus y2 of 2 minus 1. It's going to be 1. So which is equals to, the answer is, as we know that the value of x of 2 is how much? X of 2 is again 2 minus y2 of 2, 1 value is minus 2 we are having. So it's going to be plus 2, which will be equals to 4. Then at n equals to 3, we'll calculate at n equals to 3. So we need to go till the value of y2 of 4. So this is what we are expecting. So at n equals to 3, we will write at n equals to 3. So this is y2 of 3 will be equals to x of 3 minus y2 of 3 minus 1. So it's going to be 2. So which will be equals to x of 3 value is 0 here minus 4. So we'll get the answer as minus 4. And lastly, we'll calculate at n equals to 4. So y2 of 4 will be equals to x of 4 minus y2 of 3, which will be equals to, it is going to be x of 4 is 0 minus y2 of 3 value is minus 4. So it's going to be plus 4. So which will be equals to plus 4. So this is what the value we are calculated. So we can write the final answer as final answer as here, according to this formula, x of 2 is equals to, final answer as x of 2 is equals to y2 of 4, which is equals to, the answer is 4. So this is what the required value we need to calculate with the Gorzel algorithm. So this is actually, this Gorzel algorithm is suitable for calculating the value at a particular value of k. At a particular value of k, we can call this is particular value of k, or at a fixed value of k we can call. So that's how this Gorzel algorithm is helpful. So this is all about unit 4, Gorzel algorithm and DIT FFT algorithm. Then again, if you want, or if you want to go for the further any example, hello, hope I am audible.